I'm spying on you.
Well, that's kind of creepy.
Hello, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Psycho Yoda and Rain here with another episode of Man vs. Woman Play Minecraft, Xbox 360 edition. And we, as promised, are digging.
We promised you we'd dig holes, and so we shall.
So, as you can see, the wife is diligently going at it here. I'm going to go ahead and head up here so you can take a look at what we're doing. For those of you that watched the last episode, you will know that we were basically working on a subway system. We're going to try to connect the starting village and the raider village to the city center. This is what we've got going on so far. I have an idea that I want to use for floor and some kind of a decorative treatment, but this is the basic layout of the central hub. And then there's going to be 4 ways down from that point to catch 4 different trains. We're going to have some mocked up bathrooms here and then 2 ticket centers so you can purchase your tickets. And then this is the crazy cool looking way up into the city center. I love the way this looks. It's got a really cool optical illusion. As far as I'm concerned, it looks spectacular. But
It's gonna make me dizzy.
gonna make you dizzy.
Probably.
I have 30 levels, so I'm gonna go enchant a pick real quick and see if I can't finally get a silk touch. I think that the wife and I both have only had 1 silk touch apiece since we've had this this world created, and that's not really saying much as far as.
He's not enough. Not nearly
Yeah,
enough.
we should have had more silk touch. And guess what?
Not silk touch.
What do we always get?
Efficiency, fortune 2.
Efficiency 4, unbreaking 3.
Nice.
Every single time. Efficiency 4, unbreaking.
I mean, not that it's a bad pick.
3.
It's just that we already have a bunch of them, and we need silk touch. Sitting here with this fine drink here, and I haven't even had a sip yet. What's wrong with me?
You know, I've been wondering that for years. What's wrong with you? I mean, really?
I went crazy about 13 years ago, apparently.
Yep, just before we got married.
Yep.
Yep.
What else could have possibly possessed me to say yes? I don't know. Must have been insanity.
It was my mad YouTube skills, yo.
Did YouTube even exist?
I don't think we took a good look at the entrance to the subway here. We got a little bit of a park thing going on. Obviously, there'll be buildings added in on both sides here. I think I'm going to also put a glowstone light at the top of that, kind of like we do on the roadways. But I like this kind of archway thing I got going on here. I could have made it a little bit more pronounced than it is, but it's something different. It's a little bit of a artistic appeal feel thing, you know, something you'd see in a thriving Metropolis type of thing.
Are we making a thriving Metropolis?
Well, as thriving as it can be on the Xbox version, I suppose. Our cap, as I've said before, is going to be pretty low as far as the villagers go. I have messed around with it in the creative version to see just how many I can have, and it's not very many at all.
But can we pretend one of them is Batman?
I'm Batman. So
I guess he doesn't take care of Metropolis. That's Superman. Wow,
Well-
I really failed at my superhero reference.
they're all the same thing.
No, he's Gotham City.
Yeah, but they're all the same thing. They're all based off of New York.
Yeah.
You want a scuzzy city? That's where you go. New York, baby.
I bet there are scuzzier cities in the world.
In the world? Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, so not to offend anybody from New York, because I actually haven't ever been there, but I tell you what, man, that many people in one area, it can never be a good thing.
Gives you the willies, huh?
Well, people are kind of cockroaches in a sense. I mean, really, if you think about it. If there was some kind of giant race, that was aware of us, we would be bugs. And we kind of act that way, so, So I have this...
Speak for yourself. I don't act like a bug.
Okay, I will speak for myself.
Thank you.
I have this thought process here, this theory on what would look good for the floor. And we've already used this color combo quite a bit in this cityscape. So I figured might as well continue with it. It works well. And I think keeping the floor really dark in here is going to help with the fact that the majority of it is one color. I mean, it is a lot of gray.
That it is.
Something that needs to be addressed, and I think has. Recently, I saw a post about 1.7 for the PC version, going to be introducing a new biome, and it's going to be basically
Canyons.
Canyons, yeah. So, I don't know if any of you follow Joe Hills at home, but he got together with, I think it was Schism. Was it?
I don't remember seeing anything with him and Schism, but...
Well, maybe it was somebody else.
Maybe you watched something without me and I'll have to yell at you for it.
Basically, he got together with somebody, maybe it was Juicer or somebody. He got together with somebody about creating a new thing with the smelted clay blocks, basically making a canyon, like a Grand Canyon type of thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I want to say that's got to be, an influence on that feature coming out, because as far as I know, nobody else has really talked about it or thought about that whole idea. But it definitely is going to happen now, so...
That'd be cool. I mean, we know that that kind of group seems to have an in with the Dinnabones.
The Dinnabones. Well, I think the best part about that is that there's no mistaking Dinnerbone for being just an employee. He's not doing it because it's a job. He's doing it because he's a passionate person when it comes to the whole Minecraft thing. And you know this because he's involved with the community in the sense that he's a fan. He watches a lot of LPers. He watches a lot of tutorial stuff and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And I think that comes out in what is released for future expansions.
I think you're right.
Alrighty. So floors are in. I got the first little ticket area going on here. I think that looks pretty ticket-like. Right, the booths in the subway systems,
yeah.
they look like a jail cell, kind of.
Basically.
Yeah.
Once you come to work, you cannot leave. You have to stay forever.
Forever and ever.
And ever.
And ever. So I'm going to get this next one going here. Something else that's happened recently. We went camping, the whole family did. Went to a new area. The only thing I remember is the Solduck. Is it Solduck Valley?
Solduck Valley, Solduck Hot Springs. Yep.
It was a pretty cool place. It's in the peninsula area of Washington, the Olympics.
The Olympic National Rainforest.
Pretty cray-cray.
It was pretty amazing. We had a good time.
A lot of cool stuff. The hot springs there were very sulfury. I wasn't a big fan of that, but I suppose, back in the day when that was a lot of what people did for fun, because, well, there was no television or internet or anything like that.
There was no fun, so they did that.
Yeah, they went to hot springs.
It was fun to get out without any technology and just hang out with the family.
Yeah.
Hiking.
Did turn on my phone at one point to see what time it was. I swear that was why. But ended up getting a rain of text messages and whatnot. Immediately got the eyeball from the wife. But the reason I bring this up was because, interesting fact, on the way home, as soon as we got back into notable cell phone range, I look over at the passenger side of our vehicular, and the wife is buried inside of her phone, checking on the old interwebs, Facebook and Twitters and whatnot.
Well, yeah. Oh, hey. Hi, zombie. You come all the way down here for us?
Well, you know that pathing that they've got going on now.
Apparently.
Oh, wait.
It's even light outside. Where'd he come from?
That's a good question, actually. Is it raining out there?
No?
Huh.
That was weird.
Very interesting. Trying to get some fairly good ambiance going on here. But I don't know what I got myself into.
Yes,
I was
because
heading down this way.
when I think Subway, I think ambiance. Sorry.
Subway, eat fresh.
No, different kind of Subway.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so the wife dug this one out, and I remember her saying it. I just didn't remember. This is the direction we're going to go to link up with the starting village, and it has to go through this ravine here that we already lit up. So basically, I got to put in the whole tunnel through this section, which is not going to be fun. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do. So we'll get that figured out. How's it going down there?
In a straight line that is 4 tall and 3 wide. That's how it's going. Isn't that how it's supposed to be going? It is, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
So basically what we're going to do is hook up at the bottom of this stairs here. We'll have a little platform set up, like there's a subway train that comes in. The thing that she's laying out is going to be perfect, because what I'm going to do is, for this section, we just need the one wide track lane, and then I can just lay in the cobble or whatever treatment we're going to do around it.
I found gold.
No diamonds, though.
No, that's the first thing of any interest I've found, though, so.
Gold?
Gold.
So you are going to admit that gold is interesting.
It is interesting. Especially
You keep
when you
on
make
saying
it
it's
into
worthless.
jewelry. Then it's super interesting.
Here I'm talking about, making golden apples, and you're like, but we're not playing on UHC.
Why
It's
not?
worthless.
It's true.
You just said it was interesting.
It's close to interesting.
No.
As
You
close
said
as close to interesting as I've gotten so far.
you can't have it both ways. Doesn't work that way,
I
sweetheart.
don't want it both ways.
Yeah. That's not what you said last night. Hey now.
Oh my goodness.
Corbin has been saving his money up for birthdays and whatnot to buy the PC version of Minecraft, and he's finally gotten to the point where he has enough money to buy a copy of it himself. Before you get carried away there and go, why are you making him buy it? He's only 7 years old. No, we're not making him buy it. Basically, the idea is if he saves the money up, we'll purchase it, and then he saves for the next thing. So
Just
we
to
told
show
him
that he
it
has
costs...
the discipline to do it, basically.
Yeah. So we told him that it cost $30 roughly, US dollars. So he's working on that. He's got 30 plus now.
Yeah, he does.
So I think he said, now that that's done and we're going to purchase that for him, I think he said the next thing he wants to do was something to do with Legos, was it not?
Yeah, he wanted General Grievous's ship, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's I think that's in the $100 range. So we'll see how he does. We got a garage sale coming up here shortly. We're going to be doing a family garage sale. We try to do one every summer, and hopefully he can get, I don't know where iron bars are at.
fence posts, I think.
Fence posts.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh, fence posts.
Yeah.
Not ladders.
Not ladders. Duh.
So, what was I talking about? Yes. So he'll hopefully get some more, saved up from that. He just learned how to ride a bike without training wheels and all that, so he's pretty stoked about that. That also means that he gets to upgrade to a youth mountain bike that had been being saved for him until he learned how to ride a bike without training wheels. So maybe we can throw his bike in the garage sale, and he can get a few more coins going towards the next thing there.
He's also talked about having a lemonade stand at the garage sale, which I remember a few years ago we had the garage sale on a really hot weekend, and we sold I think more ice cold water out of a cooler than we did anything else.
Yes.
So lemonade stand could actually do really well if he really wants to do that. I'll help him out with that.
Yeah, that was at 50 cents a pop too. I mean,
true. Of course, he decided he wanted to sell the lemonade for $10 a glass, and I've convinced him that's probably not the best idea. He's like, but I need to make a lot of money.
Yeah, getting a kid to understand exactly how money works and where it comes from, the earlier you can do that, the better off you will be. Mm-hmm. Nothing's worse than going to a store and your kid seeing something that he or she wants, and you trying to explain how you couldn't afford it, but then they go, but you just bought Starbucks.
Yeah.
So, you gotta make a child understand they gotta earn their stuff. Mm-hmm. It doesn't come free. I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware. I know that this has been brought up already, but I want to make sure that everybody knows, so whatever format you watch me on or whatnot, you are aware of the situation. Basically, August, the fam has some stuff scheduled already for vacations and whatnot, and that also is going to be a bit of remodeling going on, which I'm currently doing at the moment. So we're doing all these things to the remodeling to get ready for fall. And this is part of the step that I knew I was going to have to take to get to a situation where both Rain and I could be able to record and play on the PC version of Minecraft. Being the office situation that we had set up, it was only big enough really for an area for one computer. So I think I've remedied that. I think I've figured out how to make that happen so that both of us can utilize the space given to us.
I hope so, because I don't want to have to sit in a closet.
You don't have to sit in the closet.
I don't want to have to sit in the closet.
Well, you're still going to have to do that from time to time.
Well, yeah, but not while I'm recording, at least. Come on,
okay.
Now. Jeez.
So, the videos are going to be short on August. There's going to be weeks of 2, hopefully no less than 2. I really want to make sure that at least get that many out. But that was something that the people that have been with me for a while, they're used to that, because that's what I released not too long ago. It was only 2 weeks, so bear with me. That doesn't mean I'm going to continue to slow down. I'm actually hoping to ramp up at some point in the fall.
Work.
Yeah, we're just getting things organized. TU12 is sent off to cert test. This means that probably the Tuesday after this comes out, or within a week of that, I would expect to see it, providing there's no huge problems. Although I know that they did a lot of bug fixing, so there is potentially stuff that still isn't working correctly. But from what I understand, cert test is more about just making sure that certifications work for the Xbox, not for...
Right, they've already done all the bug testing.
Yeah.
Usually, by the time it gets to that point.
So unless something major pops up, that shouldn't be an issue. Obviously, they will end up doing some kind of bug fixes shortly after it gets released, as they usually do. But that shouldn't...
Where there is an update, there is bugs. That's pretty much universal as software updates.
So, look forward to that very shortly here. There should be something coming out of the different features that are available on the Xbox version. We always try to show you what we're excited about and whatnot. One of the things that is going to be here, we already know this, is going to be jungle biomes. That doesn't really affect us because, as she's sighing...
No kitty cats.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, I'll get to that. So basically what happens is we are not resetting this because that means we'd have to rebuild all of this stuff, which means we don't get a legit jungle biome. But it doesn't mean we won't necessarily have something turned into a jungle biome. I don't know if this is going to work for this update or not, but the last update, the last patch, I basically put in the exact same seed into the Xbox as the one we're playing on, and it updated the biome creation to where things that were snow biomes on this were different biomes on the one I put in. So what that means is there is a potential that if I figure out where the jungle biomes are supposed to generate with this seed number in the updated version, we may have an area where cats would still spawn.
So, but I mean, wouldn't you have to have like jungle trees and stuff there?
No, you do not have to have jungle trees. Okay. This has been proven by different people at different times, but the one that comes to mind immediately is Doc M's World Tour, the old version of it when the biome updates happened. Biomes that were snow biomes were then turned into jungle biomes. So he had cats in snow biomes.
Cool.
So there is a potential for that to work in our favor.
That's good.
Another thing to think about that, though, is since we are not going to have jungle biomes available to us, I don't know how I did this. I've
dug this glorious hole. Don't mess it up.
We have cocoa bean seeds because they're something that you get in chests in dungeons.
Right. To make cookies. That's all you can do with them.
Well, that's just it. We have no way of even getting more of them. So what I'm proposing to you guys as another one of those things is kind of like not having a stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we're going to find out where one of those jungle biomes would be in the new version of this seed number and place a tree or two in there.
Oh, like to go into creative and put in some jungle trees so that we can have coconuts?
Correct. So we can have coconuts? No. The last time I checked, there wasn't coconuts in the game.
They're cocoa nuts, so they're coconuts. Your phone wanted to join in on the action.
Speaking of joining in on the action.
Oh, nice segue.
So I'm going to do this one more time. We're going to try this again.
You can do it. You can do it.
We want some silk touch up in the hizzy for shizzy, my nizzy.
You're obviously very tired.
What? Efficiency freaking... Dude, I'm just going to let that despawn.
Not really, right?
There's absolutely no reason for that. That is worthless.
Waste of diamonds.
This is why I'm still wearing iron. This is why I don't have a helmet on right now. Because until they introduce books, there's no point. It's broken.
I think he might be upset.
It's stupid. Abso-freaking-lutely stupid. Why couldn't I lost this when the creeper attacked me, not my freaking epic sword? I tell you what.
Everything's gonna be okay, honey. It's gonna be okay.
Alright, so let's get to why we're on here.
Because we love Minecraft and never want to do anything else?
Sure.
That's why I'm on here.
We're on here to check this out. You guys pretty much seen how this is set up. We haven't gotten all the stairwells done because, well, let's face it, that's going to take a heck of a lot of time, of which we haven't had. But we did finish this one. So let's go ahead and take a look what we did here. Got the stairs all the way down. Got some lighting with some pumpkins because the glowstone is a little bit short right now. I did actually have to go to the nether and get some more glowstone, which the easiest way to do that in the Xbox is to grind the blaze. So this is basically where you would sit to wait for the train, subway train to come.
So this is platform 9 3/4?
Platform 9 3/4. Think you're being funny, do you?
Yes, I do.
All right, honey, why don't you go ahead and sit in that?
But it's crooked. I'll fall out.
That's all right. You're usually falling anyway. There's
Shit.
a button right behind you on the wall to the left.
Oh, okay.
And off she goes.
Whee!
We're going to do the same here. So you can take a look at our tunnel. Our tunnel of love, baby.
Well, then why are we on separate carts?
So you'll notice that there's these spaces right where the pumpkins, we talked about them. I'm going to be doing something in there, but I want to try to wait.
No.
Did you push the button again?
I was trying to get out. I pushed, yeah.
Wow.
I made it. I'm good.
Did you get the card?
I did get the card.
Okay. I wanted to try to get something going in the TU12 when it comes out. There's a couple of things that they're going to be adding. I hope to implement one of those things in those. So take a look at that. But I wanted to show you what we got going on here. There's just an indicator rail right here. So basically the track always comes in this direction until you come back this way. And you hit the indicator. Oops, and of course I hit it. It's just got some redstone right there by the indicator and right here by that. And come on down with me, babe.
I was trying to jump over the top. It didn't work.
And then you put a repeater right there. It's basically a single click because you're not putting any clicks on it. And that'll change it in time and keep it there for you to continue on. This is the other end, and this is the one that goes to the starting village. And we haven't gotten our setup up here. We do have the stairwell done. I just finished this today while the wife was off doing some fun stuff with Corbin at the lake. But
it was fun.
This is basically the other end of it. So we're going to start the next episode in this area. We're going to add some buildings right in this zone to liven up the town, if you will.
But it's still got to be like small town type buildings, not
in fact,
city buildings.
I was
right?
thinking about not even making it to have like a pay booth on this end. Kind of like they can take the subway into the city for free because, you know,
because they want the commerce to come on in. And
exactly.
All that stuff. Yeah, I like it. I like that idea.
So I did another archway here for the entrance, kind of similar to the other thing, but more pronounced, just simply because the other one is going to have some other features next to it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically it, what's going on there. Let's go ahead and take a ride back the other direction. As usual, don't forget that like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And keep in mind that this month is going to be a little slow for me for videos because we're doing a lot of updates and upgrades around the house, and we also have vacations. That's it for us. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.